So for this Mother's Day, I wanted to do something different. I really felt that there was no card in any of the stores that said what I really wanted to say to my mother. So I decided to make my own card this year. Yes, the crafty person that I am decided I wanted to make my mom her own card. So here was a quick tutorial on how I made my mother her Mother's Day card. First thing I did was browse through all of the stock paper that I had because I wanted to find the perfect quality paper that just said what I wanted to say to my mother, but through paper. So I went through a lot of different papers. I decided on some paper from Villa Beautiful stock card. It was double-sided, so I thought it would be perfect because when my mom opened it, she would get a design on that inside and she would have the beautiful design on the outside. So next I used Capital Chic Designs die cut stickers to make my outer designs. These were some amazing die cuts that just spoke to me. I wanted the theme of my card to be from child to woman, showing the different phases of growing into womanhood that my mother has walked me through. So I picked some cute stickers that I just felt spoke to me. It was an African American little girl, then it was a young African American teenager, and then an African American woman. And so I just felt like that really said what I was trying to say to my mom. So I used my Scotch Advanced Tape Glider to affix the sticky adhesive on the back of my die cuts and I applied them to my paper. So really the hardest part of this whole project is just figuring out what is it you want to put on your paper and then affixing it. So as you can see here, I am just using my glider and putting sticky, I call it sticky stuff, but you know, it's probably an official name. I just don't know. But I am adhering them to this amazing card stack. And again, the die cut stickers are from Capital Chic Designs and the paper is from Villa Beautiful. As you can see, I'm indecisive. I'm like, which way do I want this little girl to go? But I eventually figured out a design that I felt that looked cute. So they are all affixed nice and tight, won't come off. And next I just wanted to put another pop of stickers, something on the top that just says who is to. So I found these cute stickers actually at the Dollar Tree. I think I found them last year, but I see that they still have them in stock. So you can go to your local Dollar Tree and pick them up. They are 3D stickers. They had them for all occasions. So y'all don't sleep on Dollar Tree. Go up in there and see what you can find, especially if you're a crafter. They're inexpensive and they're really good products, really good products. So I added what I call like the title sticker to my best mom. And now I'm like, okay, what's next? This card needs a little pop. Everything looked kind of matchy, but I was like, let me just add a little bit of more oomph to it. So I used my scratch stock paper that I actually found this pack of paper from Michael's, and it was just really glitter paper, stock paper that came in different sizes, different colors, and I just wanted to add a little box to the card so I could write a message on the front of the card. So I picked this kind of pearlized cream glitter paper because since the card is so pink on the front, I wanted something just to make it stand out a little bit. So I found the perfect, again, glitter pearl paper. I used, again, the Scotch Advanced Tape Glider, and I stuck it to the front of my design, just like this. Make sure everything was sticking, everything was flat. Just wanted to make sure nothing came off. And voila, I had my little section where I wanted to write something. But then I said, I really want to add a pop to it and be able to write a message in white. So since the background was, again, glitter pearl, I decided to use a black sheet of stock card and make another little piece of paper I could put on top. And then I could write my message on that. So I used this small square as a guide. And I just used my cutter and cut me out another square. So as you can see, it's a very easy and quick process. And so once I got my square cut out, I used some tacky glue, and I actually found this tacky glue at the Dollar Tree also. And I adhered the small black paper, which I'm going to use to write the message on, to my background. And I smooth it out and make sure it's nice and flat. No glue is coming out the sides. Everything's perfect. Everything's flat. We're good to go. And then I'm going to open it up and make it flat on the inside. And I'll show you all how I did that. As you can see, I wanted to really make sure those corners were down, so I put a little extra glue on those corners. So here we go. Open it up. It's time to work on the inside. I used a weighted ball to make sure that what I glue down stays flat. So that's another trick. If you don't have a weighted ball, you could just put something of weight on the inside to make sure that your little square that you put on the outside is flat and is drying evenly. So now I just worked on the inside. I did the same process. I just found some die cut stickers that I felt spoke to me. So the inside, the theme was from the evolution of my mom. So growing up as women, I could say from my experience, when I was younger, my mother was not my friend. My mother was my mother. It was what she says go. And if you are a daughter, you have a mom, it could be the female battles. But as you begin to get older, you develop and you see the love that your mother had for you and how your mother's influence and your mother guidance has crafted you into the woman you are. So that was the theme of the inside of my card. It was about the growth of my mom. So the die stickers that I found were her being my friend and then her just blossoming into the amazing person she is. So I'm doing the same process and I am using my Scotch Advanced tape glider and I am affixing those die cut stickers to the inside of my paper. Next up, I found these amazing faith-based transparent stickers at Michael's a few years. So I wanted to put a message in the middle that spoke to my heart and what I felt I wanted my mother to read when she first opened the card. So again, these are transparent stickers. So because I have black paper on the inside, they will pop even more. So I found what I wanted to say and I added it to my design. Voila, there we go. So the outside was drying and it was starting to come together, and then now my inside design was coming together perfectly. So I could always say for myself, the hardest part is the design, getting together what it is and how I want it to look on the paper. So sometimes, I went through a couple iterations to see what was best. I put some items down, I took some away, but in the end, you'll see the card came out perfectly. So again, I went back to my scrap stock papers. I decided on to get the pearlized glitter paper. Again, it was a bigger piece of paper, so I felt like that could be the part that I was going to write on. And so I affixed that to the inside of my cardstock again using the tacky glue. Like I said, I found that at the Dollar Tree. There we go. I evened it up, made sure it was nice and flat, made sure those sides were down. everything was smooth, because one thing working with glue, you can get lumps if you don't smooth everything out. So I made sure to go over all the points and make sure everything was smooth and there was even distribution of the glue so it can dry smoothly. Then next it was just more designing. As you all can see, the whole process of this is actually not the forming of the actual card together, but it was just the design process of figuring out what do you want to say through your stickers. And so again, I found the perfect stickers, the perfect die cut stickers that said what I wanted to say, and I was just designing away. And I always share with people. People say, hey, you're grown. Why are you playing with stickers? It's not playing with stickers. It's actually very therapeutic. While I was doing this process, I had on some relaxing jazz music and I was just able to zone out and do something fun. Think about that. If you could take about 30 minutes a day just to zone out and do something that's fun, something that doesn't require a lot of brain power, something that in the end is going to bring you joy, and then you bringing yourself joy and gifting it bring somebody else's joy. Wouldn't you want to do that? Like, come on. I remember playing with stickers as I was growing up, and it brought me joy then and it brings me joy now. So if you're not into crafting, you might want to decide to get into this as a hobby, because again, I love it. So as you can see, the inside design was finished. I decided on using my Erin Condren colorful dual tip markers to now write my mother the special message I wanted her to know. And that was it. I wrote out my mother's message. And yes, y'all, these markers are permanent. So they're a great marker and they don't bleed out. So check out Erin Condren's markers if you're looking for a great marker that writes on a lot of different materials. And that's it, you all. I wrote my message. I made sure that everything was perfect. And that was the card that I was going to present to my mother. But hey, I'm telling y'all, I am really anal. When I look over things and I feel like it's something missing, I go back to the drawing board, and I felt like it was something missing. So I went in and added another die cut sticker just to make sure it was symmetric, and then just to make sure it said truly what I was still trying to say to my mom. And now that's it, y'all. My card is finished. I signed the back, and that was the best card that I could give my mom. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. More tutorials like this are coming. And again, welcome to my crafting world.